Never know. Good morning. Here I come. Good morning. It is so good to see you all here this morning. Welcome to worship at Marshall United Methodist Church. My name is Reverend Erin Fitzgerald, and I am the pastor here. And today we are celebrating Graduation Sunday, where we honor our graduates. And you will get to hear from several of them throughout the service today, including the sermon. So I'm excited for Graduation Sunday. As we honor these kids, we want to make sure that we honor your presence also. So if you are on Facebook this morning, we are glad that you're there, and we want to welcome you to worship. Send us a little comment in the comment section with a prayer request or a good morning or an update about what's going on in your life. And also, if you are a first-time visitor here, we invite you to fill out a connection card or to see me or Maddie after the service so that we can get you a welcome gift. We do have lots of hospitality here at Marshall United Methodist Church to make sure that everybody feels welcome. We have folks who help out at the coffee bar, and we have our nursery open every Sunday. We are especially in need of nursery volunteers to help out this summer. So if you like spending time with kids, we would appreciate your help. You can serve at either service, 9 or 11, or both, and we'll get you all the information you need. Contact Shannon at our church office if you can help out with that. Also, we are gearing up for Vacation Bible School the week of June 13th through the 17th. We are going to go on a roll with God and celebrate all the stories in the Bible that have to do with food. And so we're going to have a food truck party and a picnic at the end of the week to celebrate There's Enough 4th anniversary party. If you have not got to register your child or grandchild or neighbor or nephew or niece or whomever you've got in your life, we encourage you to do that. And if you need more information, you can contact Maddie Martinson, our discipleship director. She would love to help you out and get you connected. Now, if you're able to stand, we invite you, as you're able, to stand up and join in our opening song, Forever. Take it away, guys.
His love endures forever, for he is good. Please join us in every beat. Nice job, guys. Love hearing that. Please join us next for Great Are You, Lord.
Restore every heart that is broken. Well, good morning. You can have a seat. And I would like to invite all of our graduates who are graduating to come on up. And we're going to do a little something here where we honor and recognize you and do all the things. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Maddie Martinson, and I am the Discipleship Director here at MUMC. And as the Discipleship Director, I have the honor and the privilege of working with all these awesome young people. And we're just really proud of them, and we want to recognize their accomplishments. Jillian, why don't you come over here, perhaps? Thank you. So I'm going to read a little bit about each of our graduates and let them know where they're graduating from and what their fall plans are after graduation. So first up, we have Madison Francis. She is graduating from Battle Creek Central High School and will be attending the College for Creative Studies in Detroit, where she plans on studying film. Yeah. Katie Orr was honored in our 9 o'clock service this morning, and she is graduating from Penfield High School this afternoon, actually. This summer, she will be completing her training with the Army National Guard in Missouri, and then head off to Kellogg Community College in the fall with hopes to transfer to MSU soon after. Yeah. Cordell Irish is graduating from Marshall High School, and he is attending Western Michigan University to study aviation science and aviation management and operations. Jillian Lemon is also graduating from Marshall High School, although she has also been dual enrolled at KCC during her time at MHS. And this fall, she will be studying chemistry at Aquinas College, where she will also be a member of the women's bowling team. Kira Belcher, unfortunately, could not be here this morning, but we still want to honor and celebrate her. She is graduating from Marshall High School as well, and is planning to attend Grand Valley State University to study wildlife biology. And finally, Gabe Barris is graduating from Battle Creek Central High School, and will be taking a gap year after graduation before starting classes at KCC. So big congratulations to you all. We're so glad to celebrate you and to honor you. I want to give you guys a little gift. So take one down, pass it down. Oh, here we go. We're fine. We're fine. There's a lot of them. So each of our graduates is receiving a first aid kit put together by us here at MUMC. It's got some of the essentials, Band-Aids, Clorox wipes, Q-tips, Neosporin, all that good stuff. So wherever they go, they have this comfort of knowing that they can take care of their physical health. And in addition to their physical health, there's also a little flip book full of some Bible verses that they can go to when they're feeling, a little lonely or homesick or sad or anxious. There's a little comfort from their home church in there as well. So use it well. We hope that it's handy wherever you end up. And yeah, we're so very proud of you. Thanks, guys. Come on up. Time for Kids Moment. And we have a special guest here today, one of our graduates, Cordell Irish. Hey, Cordell.
Hey, Maddie.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Yeah, so Cordell is graduating from school, and he is going to read a book to us this morning called Oh, the Places You'll Go. Have you guys heard of this one? Yeah, Dr. Seuss. We all love Dr. Seuss, right? Yeah, it's a book about, when you guys grow up, you guys are going to be like Cordell someday, and you're going to go to a lot of really great places. So, Cordell, take it away.
All right. Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations. Today's your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what to know, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. You look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. And you may not find any you want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are, then, that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place where you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long, wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace, and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, towards a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for a wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone there is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of a guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you feel the winningest winner of all. Fame! You'll be famous as famous can be. The whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, wherever you like it or not, alone will be something. You'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, through the weather be foul. On you will go, through the enemy's prowl. On you will go through the hock and crack and howl, onward up many a frightening creek. Through your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems wherever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft. And never mix up your right foot with your left. And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Bucksbarm or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Ali, Van Allen, O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today's your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
Thank you, Cordell.
Yeah, no problem.
Want to pray with me for our graduates? Yeah, can we get in a circle? Let's get in a circle. Circle time. Here we go. Okay, let's pray. Dear God, thank you for our graduates, and thank you for the way that this church has loved them and raised them and made them good people to go out in the world. Wherever they may go, may they always love like you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay, it is kids' worship time as well. So if you want to come back and have some fun, you can follow me. Sound good? Cool. Let's do it.
Gabe, I'm wearing the mic. Thank you for your concern, though. Good morning. That is much better than the last time I spoke here, where I just kind of stood up and went, hi. But, you know. So there's this post I've been seeing around and about, you know, on different places, where basically they talk about Jesus having like this angsty teenager phase. And it talks about him going through normal teenager things, and he ends up telling Joseph, "You're not my real dad." Can you explain that to Gabe, please? Do you still remember from first service? You got it? Okay, he understands, don't worry. So we all know the story of the birth. You know, the manger, not enough room, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, fast forward many years till Jesus is an adult, supposedly so they can change out the Jesus actor. And then bam, he's a big kid now. But, you know, you have to wonder what really happened in between those two ages. Jesus was supposed to be this perfect person. And I know that all the parents of teenagers are currently looking at their kids going, wow, a perfect teenager must be nice. Shut up, Dad. So I am a freshly graduated teenager. I went to Battle Creek Central, so if there are any Lakeview students here, I'm sorry, I am bound by law to be prejudiced. You know, it's just like that. I take a lot of pride in the diversity of the school. I think it's a really great school. You know, we have the Gender Sexuality Alliance clubs, we have Black Appreciation clubs, we have Latino clubs, and so on. But one thing you don't see a lot of, however, is Christians. I mean, yeah, there's Christian Turner and Christian Ogletree, but but you don't really see a lot of people talking about their faith. One of my teachers in one of my classes gave their students an assignment to write down a word on a Post-it card and put it up on the wall for everyone to see. And that word, they could choose whatever word they want. It was supposed to be their inspiration for the rest of the year. I was really stunned when one of my classmates chose the word Jesus. I mean, I don't know the last time I heard someone in high school talk openly about being a Christian. And just to see her write the word Jesus and put it up so that every single senior could see it and know that it was her, it was pretty impressive. I mean, it's one thing to go in and put in Matthew 19:28 in your bio, but it's a whole different thing to be out there really living it and saying, yeah, this is me. This had me thinking, why is that something that doesn't happen often? I mean, why are we not more open with our peers? Why is it something that we feel we have to be ashamed of? There was this time when I was about 15, and I was at a friend's birthday party, and her incredibly blunt, diagnosed sociopath boyfriend was there. Yeah, that didn't last long. So at one point in the party, they all went into the other room to do an Ouija board. And I kind of stayed in the living room, trying not to make it a big deal that I didn't feel comfortable with it. And then her boyfriend comes back out, and he starts yelling at me. And he gets right up in my face, and he goes, "What, do you want me to make up some sort of Christian Jesus-y excuse while you're allowed to do it?" He was like genuinely mad that I didn't want to do it. And I just didn't really know how to react. That was about when I started public schools. I was homeschooled at about first grade through my sophomore year. And that experience taught me to keep away any sort of Christian or church part of me. We are called not to be afraid of our faith, but rather sing it like a choir singing a worship song. For me, I felt like it was more of a death march. Proverbs 3:6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight." Or that too. Both work. It is difficult to try and navigate high school as a Christian. It is difficult to try and navigate life as a Christian. And I feel like these difficulties, most if not all of us through them, tend to give off the wrong idea of what we want to when it comes to Christianity. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some people that are giving off exactly the idea they want to. But churches like Westboro singing "God hates the world" are pushed front and center, while the rest of us are more reduced to a low mumble. Some of us have even gotten used to wincing when telling people about our faith. Some of us have gotten used to not telling people about it at all. I've always joked with the Gender Sexuality Alliance Club at my school that I have to come out to the gays as Christian and the Christians as gays. I have found that the LGBTQ+ community is often shocked at finding kind Christians who accept them. Gay rights has divided the church for so long. Some are on one side, some are on the other. The people screaming "God hates gays" is generally the one screaming the loudest. The other day at youth group, Maddie decided that we were going to make Rainbow Rice Krispie treats and pride flag buttons to support the GSA at my school. When I brought them to my school, I had announced that the church had made them, and it was just gasps all over the room. Everyone stopped their conversations. They just could not believe that a church took the initiative to support them. An issue that many Christians have, that I have, is figuring out how to properly help people without coming off as judgy. When I was younger, at my church youth group, the little prepubescent middle schoolers struggled with that a lot, especially the ones raised in the church. I remember my first major crush coming up to me and telling me he didn't like me anymore because my shorts were too short and it was immodest. It starts young. Another friend found out that same boy was watching pornography, went to his mother about it, and then blocked him on all social media. How many people are we pushing away when we're trying to help? I mean, I look at the kids around my school, so many kids who have come out as gay or transgender or anything around those areas, whose parents say, "No, just push it down. I can't call you that name, it's for your own safety." No, it's not. Come on, what? Like, they're expecting them to push down this part of them, and they're convincing themselves that they're doing it for their own good. But they're not. They're creating a wedge in between them. Once that kid graduates, they're gone, and they're not coming back. They're pushing them away, and they can't even see it. I struggled during middle school with having an incredibly close friend who was having premarital sex. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. For some reason, my prepubescent mind decided that that was a more important issue to talk about rather than things like, I don't know, being kind and respectful. I decided that that took center stage. For what? Then she came out as bisexual, and I had my childhood conservative church's words ringing in my ears. I judged her. I didn't want to, but I still did. I guess the joke's on me because I'm bi now too, so look where that got me. I saw this bisexual girl having sex before marriage, and I decided that this was my opportunity to help her see the way. I wedged a gap in our relationship faster than you could say Jesus wept. And I thought what I was doing was right. Not letting my friend decide for herself, insisting on abstinence so she wouldn't influence me. For what? It worked. For a little while, it worked. Until when she turned 15, and she told me she was trying for a baby with her boyfriend of only a couple months. I learned the hard way about the consequences of what I was doing to her. It wasn't my decision to make. She never asked for my help, and she never wanted it. If I could give anyone going through schooling of any age some sort of advice, I would tell them, see when you're needed, not when you want to be needed. Keep out of it if you don't have what it takes to help. If they're not ready for help, if they don't want to be helped, it's not always going to be your job. Whenever she told me she was trying for a baby, that was when an intervention was needed. Whenever she started having sex with her boyfriend of over a year in a safe manner, I should have stayed out of it. That's not my responsibility. But whenever I told her that I was going to talk to her mom about her trying to have a baby, every single word I had said to her prior started coming back up and coming out at both of us. As Christians, we read stories of Jesus, and we see him going around left and right, helping people and being a good person. We want to have the same sort of life so we can get our good person points in, but in all honesty, do you think Jesus dove deeply into the lives of every single person he saw? Do you think he went around repenting every person who had ever sinned? No. Most of the time, he let them come to him. Everyone needs help at some point or another, spiritually or otherwise, but if your friend posted on Facebook that they needed their gutters cleaned, would you come over to their house to help without bringing a ladder? You wouldn't be able to do the job. You don't have the tools. We're called to help people, and we can. I believe that every single person can be helped by us in one way or another, no matter how big or small, but we don't have the right skills for every single problem. When I was 14 and started realizing I was attracted to girls as well, I was not ready. I was like, hey, God, can you like tell the gay to dip, you know? I didn't want any of that. So I went to a church counselor that I thought I could trust, that I thought I could handle getting advice from, and I told him. And he sat there for a while in silence. And I just kind of looked at him, you know, like when you're like, oh, this is really weird, but you're trying not to let them know you think it's weird. And then he just took a deep breath in. He said, whoa, sorry. My gift from God is wisdom, and it's just so much sometimes. So anyway, you liking girls? Yeah, that's like an adult liking a 2-year-old. No, it was not. But nice try, Garrett. He did not have the right skills to help me with that. And he thought he was helping but he just made me hate myself for a really long time. We're all on different journeys with our faith. Every single person has their own unique journey, and we all have our own unique level of abilities in different areas. Not to say that some of us are better than others, just some people are better at some things, some people are better at others. We might be able to help someone bring in their groceries, but we might not have the time available to help them watch their kids. We might not know how to properly handle it when we believe that someone is acting in a way that's dangerous to themselves or others. Sometimes we need to evaluate who we are to that person. Would they even want our help? Sometimes it's not us. It doesn't always have to be us, and it's not something of, oh, make sure that you're not helping too many people. You don't want to get burnt out. Like, yeah, that, but also, even if you're fully ready to help them, that doesn't mean you should. Just because you're ready doesn't mean they're ready. It doesn't mean you're the right person. Sometimes your form of helping that person is finding them the person that can help them and accepting that it's not always going to be you. I have to wonder what Jesus would be like in a high schooler's shoes. Would he walk down the halls of Central or Marshall or wherever, go up to a kid vaping in the hallway, take it and say, "Find God, please"? Would he go to school in Air Force Ones and skinny jeans, or would he wear his robe throughout the day? Would he rock a man bun? Very important question, I want to know. Every single person in that school would need his help. One kid's struggling with addiction, the other social pressures. One kid's parents just got divorced. One kid found out his boyfriend was cheating on him. He couldn't help all of them. If he were on this earth as human, it wouldn't be possible. We're on this earth as human, in case you hadn't noticed. And you can't help everyone. Don't rely on your own understanding, because sometimes what someone is going through is none of your business. Sometimes it's going to be someone else's job to help them, and we need to learn to be okay with it. Because when we butt in, we can just make the situation worse, even if that's the last thing we wanted, especially if that's the last thing we wanted. Listen to God. It's not about you. It's not about you. Even if you say, oh, I'm serving, I'm not making it about me. If you're butting in just so that you can feel good about yourself when you're the last thing they need, you're making it about you. Sometimes helping others can be made to be about us. And that's not right. Sometimes we need to look at who can really help them. Thank you.
Thank you, Madison. I'm taking that all in. That was some brutal honesty and stuff to give us some food for thought, honey. Congratulations on your graduation. It is now time for our morning offering, your opportunity to be blessed by blessing Christ Church and those on Christ's heart, to offer hope by giving hope to the work Jesus loves. Today, we welcome our graduates to assist in collecting the offering by passing the collection plates. We've got collection baskets, I think is what we have. So I think we need our graduates to come forward. You can also use the drive-up offering box under the overhang by our north doors, or you can visit our webpage, umcmarshall.org, and give there. Thank you so much for partnering in ministry with MUMC. Okay, go ahead, girls. Thank you.
Walking around
thought by now they'd fall, but you have never failed me yet. Waiting for change to come, knowing the battle's won, for you have never failed me yet. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. Please stand if you're able and join us on the rest of the song, please. Thank you for joining us in worship today. I know the night won't last. Your word will come to pass. My heart will sing your praise again. Jesus, you're still enough. Keep me within your love. My heart will sing your praise again. Your promise still stands. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed. Let me hear you sing loud. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. And made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I'll see you do it again. Do it again. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence.
was just some really good stuff right there. Woo! Let's hear it again. Come on. There you go. All right, it's a tough crowd. Come on. Hey, we got a There's Enough party coming up. Next month, we're going to be celebrating the 4th anniversary of There's Enough, a community exchange store. Woo! You're invited to join us for a free picnic lunch on Friday, June 17th from noon to 1:30. We are so excited to have been open and in ministry with our community, and we want to thank all of our church members, community partners, shoppers, and volunteers. We're going to have pulled pork sandwiches, right? You're cooking it. He's cooking it.
Yeah.
Pulled pork sandwiches, baked beans, coleslaw,
Lots
and
of pulled pork.
yes, chips and True North ice cream. What? Heck yeah. Bring a dish if you like. There will be a bounce house and some yard games to play as well. Speaking of There's Enough, we are starting a collection of necessary items for the store to keep things running smoothly. Things like, are you ready? Toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning wipes, AA batteries, laundry soap, dryer sheets, and even shoe polish. There is a bin just outside the north entrance where you can place these items out there. Every little bit helps. It helps us continue to keep the necessary, wait a minute. Every little bit helps us to continue this necessary ministry within our community. Thank you in advance for your assistance.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Shut her down.
Now, we would like to close today with a poem from Ralph Waldo Emerson to offer encouragement to our graduates and all of us. Here to read it is our own Jillian Lemon. Yay! I'm so proud of you, Angie. Look how big she is.
Hey. All right, this is my wish for you. Comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that you can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, and love to complete your life. Have a blessed week.